Okay, guys, so I want to go over this trade here that we just got into. We just had a live session and we placed this trade, and the topic of the live session was how to plan out the perfect trade. So if this doesn't work out, I'm going to look kind of foolish, right? No, if it works out, hey, great, it worked out. If it doesn't work out, it's fine, because we're actually less than 1% of our total current account value, in which we made close to $4,000 in the last 3 weeks, right? So small loss, big win, tiny loss, big win, and so on, right? Almost $4,000 within the last 3 weeks. So what did we see here? Let's go over this. 4-hour chart, we're in an uptrend, right? This, at the time, the momentum on the 4-hour chart was kind of flashing back and forth. That's the only thing we had against us. So we're in an uptrend, and the cycle indicator was showing us that we were just starting a corrective move, right? So you never know how far down the corrective move is going to be. So what we did was we looked at the 1-hour chart, and we said, okay, good, we're in an uptrend as well. We're pretty far away from the first ADR checkpoint, so we have a good chance. Right in here, okay, all inside of your 1-hour trend cloud is considered to be support. All right, so corrective move into the support of the 1-hour trend cloud. We also have CCI above positive 200, okay, and it's pulling back to that 0 line. So that's totally legit right there. So all of that is telling us we can take this 15-minute demand zone, right? And it's pretty much this consolidated area, right? This previous resistance, we broke through it. That previous resistance should become support now. So that's where we're at right now. So we said, okay, great. We can take the trade from the previous day's close, right? We saw previous day's high, previous day's close. Great. That's a great entry point. Okay. Took that entry point and placed the stop loss right underneath all this structure. Great. That's totally legit. So what we're experiencing here right now is the fact that, will this be the point in which the uptrend continues? Will that take place within the structure of this 1-hour time frame and this 15-minute demand zone? Well, we don't know, right? The only thing we do know is that we took the proper risk. So what we're experiencing now, if this continues down and this move on the high time frame continues to correct, then we have to start looking at the fact that this might be the support area, in which case that's right in line with the very first ADR checkpoint at the lower end, okay? And then this move, possibly will be able to move back up to here. But we're hoping that this is the turnaround point. So this is the first turnaround point. We want to stay above that previous day's close. It is Friday, so who knows, right? But the fact that we broke out to the downside with all this upward trend and upward momentum here, flashing green over here on that high time frame momentum filter, you don't know what trades are going to work and what trades are going to fail. So the perfect setup, the perfect trade is when you follow your trade plan and you have information to back it up, right? Uptrend, demand zone, right? Support level, previous day's close, demand zone, level of imbalance between buyers and sellers, momentum, okay? So we've got trend on multiple time frames. We've got momentum on the current time frame. And on the 1-hour chart, right, the intermediate time frame, this trend cloud is acting as support. We also have the support of previous structure, right? Previous resistance, break through that resistance, pulls back, previous resistance becomes support. Okay. And, we're hoping that we get a nice move out of this. So we've got 5 contracts. We can scale out of this position, right? So one of the things we can do is we can wait for the retest of the opening range, right? Because we're retesting back into this. What is that? Let's take a look. What is that formation that we're looking at here? Rally, base, 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 drop. Okay, rally, base, drop throughout this whole thing. So that right there, we're going to turn red and we're going to say, okay, let's take off half our position at the retest. Let's take off 3, right? So take off 3 contracts right there and then let the rest run. Maybe we take off another contract right at the very top because it is Friday, sell 1 more, okay? And then we trail the last one with our stop loss, all right? So that is the update that I wanted to show you, and that is how you plan the perfect trade. By following the trade plan, making sure that you are 1%, or in this case, we are less than 1% of our $23,000 account, almost $24,000. And we're using a trade plan that we've optimized and back tested. And so that we know within a series of trades, right? Not just one trade, but in a series of trades, we're going to be a winner. We started this trading challenge 3 weeks ago at $20,000, almost, at four grand, right? $4,000. So beautiful, right? Series of trades is what makes money, not just 1 or 2 trades, right? Huge win, small loss, big win, tiny loss, big win, and so on, right? So that is how you plan out the perfect trade. We never know what's going to win and what's going to lose. It's not our job. It's not our job to try and figure out every single variable and put that into the trade plan. Not our job. Our job is to look for trades and execute. That's your job. And that is how you make money. Okay? All right, guys. I will see you in the next video.